Hello everyone, this is Anamika, your bio teacher, and today I am here with the same chapter, that is cell structure and function. Students, in the previous video you have read about the cell, that means what is cell. Cell comes from the Latin word cellula, that means a small compartments and room. And who discovered cell first of all? That was a dead cell, that means that is discovered by the Robert Hooke. And after that Anton von Leeuwenhoek, who discovered the living cell, and their definition also, the definition of the cell, that means every about the cell. In this video, students, mainly we will read about the microscope and cell theory. So that means what is a microscope, their types, and who has given the cell theory. So let's start first that what is microscope. Actually, students, the microscope, that is an instrument which is used to magnify the small objects. As we know, a student, that cell, that is a microscopic structure which can't be observed by our naked eye. So for that means watching the cell, an instrument is used that is called microscope, and there are various types of microscope. So let's see. Before starting the different types of the microscope, first you may understand that what is the meaning of microscope. Micro, that means a small, and a scope, that means to look at, that means to watching the small objects. This instrument is used. Now let's see that what are the different types of microscope. Actually so many types are there, but mainly we will read about the three types, that is light microscope, compound microscope, and electron microscope. So let's see one by one about that, means in short that what are they. So first, that is light microscope. In light microscope, the single lens that is used, magnification that is around 200 to 400 times. Actually magnification power means how many times it can enlarge the object. So you can see this is the, that means diagram of the light microscope. Now our next is compound microscope. Actually in compound microscope, compound lenses, that means more than one lenses are used, magnification around 2000 times. So that means 2000 times it can enlarge any object, and generally compound microscope is used in laboratory also. Next is electron microscope. In electron microscope, actually beam of electron are used, and its magnification is around 2 lakh times. That means the highest magnification power that is of electron microscope. And electron microscope, that is further of two types, that is SEM, scanning electron microscope, which is generally used to see the, that means 3D objects, and next one is transmission electron microscope, which is generally used to see the internal structure of the cell. You can see this is the peak of the electron microscope, and right now I am going to show you that how the both of the electron microscope work. So this is the peak of students, generally pollen grain. This one that is observed through the 3D image, that is that means seen by the scanning electron microscope, and transmission electron microscope is generally used to see the internal structure of the pollen grain. So that means in this way it generally works, both of the types of the electron microscope. Now our next topic is cell theory. So students, might be one question comes in your mind, that what is cell theory, who has given the cell theory. So actually students, cell theory was given by the two scientists. One was the botanist, that is Matthias Escladin, in 1838. He told that all plants are composed of cell. Next one is German zoologist whose name was Theodor Eschborn, in 1839. He told that all animals are composed of cell. So in this way, that means both of them all together compose that all plants and animals are composed of cell. Next is Rudolf Virchow, who was the German doctor. He that means he studied the cell and came on the conclusion that all the cells comes from the pre-existing cells. Okay. In our next video, students, we will read about that the postulates of the cell theory. Okay, thank you.